heading out of camp this morning. I'm taking a day off from Labor Ready. We got set up with a good gig the last week and a half or so, doing the reset at the Family Dollar. Labor Ready's turning out to be a pretty good gig for me. I got lucky. The first job I got put on here was not that labor intensive. Supervisors I was working with were awesome. It's really cool how it works out. They pay you daily. They give you like this cash card. It's basically like a Visa debit credit card, and you get paid at the next day. So it's awesome to get some quick cash, not have to wait for a paycheck. Well, it's definitely a nice beach there at Saylor Lake. I would imagine that's probably pretty popular during their summertime here when it's real hot. So I'm going to do a little more exploring around here. This would definitely be a great place to come with a bike. So many bike paths around here. It's nice to walk along the beach there, nice breeze. Hardly anybody here. So this is one of the bike paths here. I'm just going to go for a little walk. Ah, so pretty through here. Well, that was a great little hike. I'm glad I got out. Just having that breeze, that fresh air blowing in my face, hearing the birds singing, being surrounded by all the trees. I feel refreshed. So probably gonna head back towards camp, get some lunch going, and then I'm going to do a little work on the van. I'm going to build a shelf in the back area of the van above the bed. See how that goes. Should be a very simple project. I just realized I don't know where I'm going. I gotta put my GPS on here. Alright guys, so this is my shelf. Built this here just in about a half hour, 45 minutes. Just took some 1x2s, made a little frame there. Same thing on the other side. And just took, this is 9 inches deep. It's about 5 feet across. And I've got about 5 or 6 inches here. And this is just going to be strictly for clothes. So I'm just gonna, I roll my clothes up, I'll be able to get my clothes all along here. And that is going to free up this whole shelf here. And then it should free up one of these drawers as well. So it'll really give me a lot more storage space over here, so I can have this just close here and be able to get some stuff off my bed and into these drawers here. So that's the new addition. Super simple, easy. I wanted it to be easy to remove, and should do the trick. Alright, so it's dinner time. I'm going to actually make a breakfast dish for dinner. I like to do that every now and then. I'm going to try to prepare these biscuits. These, you know, it's the biscuit dough in a can. I never really tried this before, so how I'm going to attempt it is in my cast iron skillet. And I use this, I've showed this before. This little grill basket gets the skillet up off the flame a little bit, so I can attempt to do more of a baking style temperature. Then I'll cover it up, and we'll see how these turn out. Gonna do basically biscuits and gravy with scrambled eggs. I had this kind of stored away, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Never tried this before, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna start dropping them in here. Just kind of set them all around the edge of the pan. Alright, it's been about 6 minutes. It's supposed to cook for about 10 minutes on the directions in an oven, but I'm obviously not using an oven, so it'll probably vary. Got my cutting board with my folded up dish towel just to kind of hold in as much heat as possible on top. And they're definitely puffing up. Let's grab a spatula here. Actually, I could probably just, I'm going to go ahead and flip them. Yeah, they're nice and brown on the bottom. So hopefully they will actually cook all the way through. I think they will. They feel pretty light and fluffy. So far so good. Get the top back on. Alright, so they've been in there just about 10 minutes. I have turned the flame off, and I'm gonna just let them sit and kind of finish off cooking without any flame. The cast iron skillet will stay warm for quite a while. Alright, so I got kind of sidetracked. These actually have been sitting in here almost 10 minutes as the cast iron skillet cools down, and it's still pretty warm to touch. But we're going to go ahead and pull this off, see if it's nice and hot in there still. A little bit of steam came out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those off. Just set them aside here over in my plate. Okay, I'm only heating up about half of that sausage gravy. That should heat up really quick, and then I'm going to set that aside and get my eggs going. Okay, so the sausage gravy is good and hot. I'm just going to go ahead and set that aside there and get my eggs going. Got my pan all ready to go. Okay, eggs are done. I'm going to dish those out. Okay, now time for the biscuits. Cut these open, see how they turned out. They're still actually warm. Oh, and they're cooked perfectly all the way through. So I'm actually a little hungry tonight. So I'm going to cut open 2 biscuits and just dump gravy all over them. Tasted a little bit of this sausage gravy out of the can. It's the Libby's brand. It's for out of a can. It's actually pretty good. So we're just going to give a good... I'm a fan of sausage gravy, so I'm just going to dump that all over. Got a little bit left, so I'll probably end up having a second helping here. Also got a couple small tomatoes I just cut in half. I'm going to salt those up. And that's it, guys. Biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, and some tomato. And call that dinner. Now for the taste test. Try out those biscuits. Not bad. I'm impressed. The biscuits turned out really good. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go outside. It's evening and it's starting to cool off here, so I'm going to enjoy my meal outside.